fungible idiots, don't you know? Banging our heads to the rhythm of the code. We don't care about dollars or the shiny blades. We're just holding to zero. It's our everything. Round tripping positions, that's how we roll. We won't make a dollar, won't sell a thing. We're the zero holders, so let them we sing. Zero holders, all let them we sing. Zero holders, we're the kings of the sea. The non-fungible idiots who live in the dream. We're all on the zero, it's our way to be. In the world of NFTs, we're wild and free.
Welcome, guys, to the show, the afternoon show, if you will. If you will. It's the afternoon show. Man, we talked yesterday about what kind of guests we could pull, right?
Yeah.
We thought we should be able to pull some great guests. Man, we had a great fucking one lined up. Like, we put our heads together yesterday. We're like, no, we got to go big or go home. Like,
Huge
bullshit.
Huge.
And we had it locked and loaded. We were ready for the biggest show of our careers here today. And it I don't know if you saw, but our guy Diddy, got. It fucking sucks, man. Can't make it.
He even promised us like 3 freak-offs if we...
I think they're called freakums. And they called freakums?
I think it's a
Freak-offs?
I think he promised us that was part of the deal. 3 freak-offs with IV bags.
Racketeering, kidnapping, and sexual something. Trafficking.
No. 1,000 bottles of lube.
Yeah, 1,000 bottles
guns
of lube and oils.
Freak-offs. What a fucking weirdo.
Dude, you gotta be a little bit out there to like think of that. Like, all right, we're gonna fly in some male hookers.
I don't know, man. There's like a huge demand for cuckolding video, like porn videos. There's like a huge cuckolding, like there's in our space, like cucking is like kind of a thing, you could say, right?
Yeah. I think all that shit, like the seediness, whatever, it's fine, but I think it's way more common than people realize, like how freaky people are.
I mean,
honestly, I think the older you get, the less you give a shit too.
I was told if you're sitting down with 2 people, look to the bottom and to the top or left and right, and you're probably guaranteed that one of them is into cuckolding. If you know what I mean? Like if you're trying to, usually, it's kind of like that sort of like look left, look right. One of those people has AIDS sort of thing. It's one of those people is into cuckolding. And I think if you've watched this show for more than like one episode, I think we all know who that person could be. You know what I mean? Like it's a possibility that you'd have to put that math together. You do the math on that one, but like it's definitely not me. But I mean, you could probably figure it out. I mean, I don't like to point fingers. You know what I mean?
Why do you have to one up your game though? Because all of that's fine. Like it's just, don't you just up it a little bit when you're forcing people and blackmailing people into it? I'm like, if that's your thing, like, bro, all good. Don't care. I feel like once you bring out guns and blackmail videos and I guess if you got the money to fly people in, that's fine too.
Yeah,
but like clearly I don't want to say he's into some shit, but days.
Marathon sessions. Martin Shkreli said he thinks he's going to get off of this too.
Because he's a billionaire.
Like get off on it, or
no, like kind of weak case. Like the attorneys have gotten people off for weight. You can't even say that without it sounding like it's part of the whole thing. But like these attorneys have gotten guys off for much more. So,
well, you're right. A couple things, Henry. You're right on that. Sort of like it's kind of like people that cheat. You know what I mean? Like it would be much easier for your lives if you just divorced or broke up with the person that you were with to hook up with anybody that you possibly could want. But there's probably something to the fact that they're like getting off on the dynamics of just how far they can push this power dynamic. You know what I mean? If you were being a conspiracy theorist, which, you know, I am not, but like he was announced that he was a billionaire, and then all this started to come out like a couple months after that, which is pretty crazy. Like he's been doing this since 2008. You know what I mean? Like
conspiracy theory shit. Is that where we're going?
I'm just saying that, like, I'm sure someone could put that together, right?
Yeah.
Powerful black man that became a billionaire is now getting,
but there's also like videos of him, right?
Right.
Like, yeah. So to me, it's like, yeah, I don't think he's not coming to Thanksgiving.
No.
I was happy that we landed him on the show, but
awful. Can I just no, I'm not defending Diddy at all. It's certainly like just for the mere video of him beating up his wife at that thing, like he should be in jail for that. I do not think that he is. I don't think it's a conspiracy theory. I think it's I think it's legitimate, and it's probably even worse than we thought. Just like I think Tate is guilty of all the shit that he did, and like you can kind of tell who these people are in real life, and it's usually not that much of a shock. But I would not be surprised if Diddy's the next one in the long line of like the Russell Brands, the Tates that are now going to be like on all the right wing shows, like screaming conspiracy theory. That's what I'm saying.
There people are saying Jay-Z is next, and we'll see. Yeah. We'll see. I think the shit show probably gets a lot deeper. It's spicy though. It's definitely fucking spicy. Guys, smash the like, share the show, drop comments. All of that really does help. And of course, we got the Spaces Rock. It helps a lot. It does.
I don't know.
Yeah. No, it does. I promise you that. You don't ever believe anything I say about anything to do with shows. I promise you it helps.
It's because like you were like, let's not get into
no. Let's do a repeat of yesterday.
We're saying like you were denying the math of it all. I was like, Jesus Christ, dude.
I can't believe we probably spent 30-40 minutes on that conversation. I don't think either of us moved an inch. We probably moved further apart.
And speaking, it was like this. Here's how the argument would go from yesterday's show. For me, it would be like, we talked about it for 50 minutes, and I'd be like, that's 90% of the show. And you're like, no. It's not. It's like it's only a minor part of it if you think about it. And I'm like,
it would be like you saying, hey, we spent 50 minutes. Those guys only spent 55 minutes. It's basically the same thing. And me saying, well, it's out of a 56-minute show, you fuck.
It's like me going on the treadmill for 30 minutes and then thinking like, well, just because they run a marathon, like I just did an 8.5 minute mile. So like I imagine for 26 miles, I could probably do the same thing.
That's really
it's like,
are you going towards Hudah's point of view on this one?
I check out him.
No, Henry. You know what it's like? It's like you running a half a mile on the treadmill and then Farouk running an hour and you being like, wow, man, he's amazing. He's like so far. I'm like, dude, it's a fucking half an hour. It's 50% more, you dumb fuck.
Okay, I would argue that if we're using the X as the gauge, not YouTube, that he was doing 90% more. 90%. So it'd be like the equivalent of saying Farouk ran 3 hours on the treadmill, which is what? Let's say he ran 5 hours, 300 minutes, and I ran 30, and I think that I'm not that far off.
Yeah, I mean that makes more sense. Okay.
Yeah.
But there's more things going on. You know what I mean? There's YouTube. There's other factors that you have to put in there. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah.
And there's also times where we were running right behind him a lot of the times during certain times of the year. So I mean that's you know, there's some sliding scale there.
Well, if we want to compare our numbers to him yesterday, we were way behind.
Yeah, so that's a good comparison. Farouk on Twitter, I think he had like 200,000 people tuned in live, and ultimately, I think 1.3 mil. I streamed, and I think I got about 300 views. So it's really close, and I'm starting to see the light. I'm starting to make sense, Joe.
I saw like 160,000. I did tune in. I listened to the first.
So now you're using the interview which he had with the president as an example for our show.
Well, he got the president. When we get
Sure.
By the way, I listened for 30, 40 minutes, basically almost to the point where Trump probably dropped off, because my wife was actually interested to listen to it.
Oh,
so like, yeah, so I listened to it and I just thought Trump sounded ridiculous. Didn't know, not surprising, didn't know anything about crypto. Soon as he tries to kind of get into it, he just flails a bit and starts talking AI and power consumption and just like a disaster. It's just like, dude, just support it. You can support it. Don't go deep. We didn't need 30 minutes of a campaign speech to, where we're talking about the assassinations for the 18th time. I don't know.
Yeah, I tuned in and I was like, getting my kid to take a bath or something like that. My wife was like, get in there and like help him out. And I was like, oh shit, I'm trying to listen to this. I hear about, he was like thanking the Secret Service, which is great. And then like 10 minutes, I check back in and he's still talking about the Secret Service. I'm like, oh, I guess I'm not missing much yet.
Yeah.
There wasn't much, dude. I mean, it was long. It was, 2.5 hours, the whole thing. And I got to the point, I'll still say, I think Farouk did a fine job and it was like a great win, all that shit. And not just being diplomatic, I thought he did fine, but it was like the 45 minutes of Trump, you didn't learn a lot. It was more like a campaign thing. The coolest thing to come of it was something I think a lot of us thought. Crypto clicked for him because NFTs. Him saying that, I think, was really fucking cool.
Did you believe it, though?
Yes.
No.
Yes.
I didn't believe it. I just thought, like, Farouk asked and Trump was like, yeah, because what's he going to be like? Nah.
Right. It's kind of like me. It's kind of like me being like, okay, Mr. Trump, I know that you were into NFTs. You've launched 3 things. Now, did NFTs kind of get you in a position where you started to realize the benefits of crypto and stuff? And he's like, yes. You know what I mean?
No. I bought it because, like, again, I think his brain only is motivated and works with money, like financial examples, money. The fact that he sold NFTs and he saw 95% of them were bought with crypto or whatever the percent was. When he saw how much was being spent, he's like, hang on a sec, this thing is real. He's like, wait, so the crypto's really worth money? I can really swap it for US dollars right now? And I think once that happened, that simply is like, oh shit, okay, I get it.
Okay. Well, if that was his aha moment that you could swap crypto for US dollars through his NFTs, then fine. I don't feel like it's that major of a thing because they also took credit cards. So it was like, was Trump sitting there going like, oh, well, how much did we bring in crypto versus
Yes. No, he did say that. He said specifically when he saw how much the percentage of it that was bought in crypto was like it all just kind of came together. Again, I always say here, everybody has that moment where it clicks. I think that was his moment. Okay. And he's like, I fucking, not that he like understands this shit at some deep level. Like he even says he doesn't know wallets. He knows his kid has 4 of them, something, whatever. Right. But I think it was the first time where crypto went from being like a scam or something that we got to fight against to being like, oh, okay, there is something here. I get it. People spend it. It's worth a lot. I'm in,
Yeah. I guess overall, I go back to like the idea of like support it from the sidelines. We don't need you in the thick of it. You don't need to carry our water because I just don't think you're very good at it. And if all you can do is reference your kids being in it as being like the thing that you trust the most, it's kind of like, I just wasn't.
This picture here almost says everything that I want to, everything I think about the actual interview. Trump's not even looking at the camera. He's not looking at Farouk. It doesn't even look like he's he's moved on to the next thing, in my opinion. I'm sorry.
There you go.
What?
I'm just putting it back for you. If you were,
I was like, why? I was like, I'm talking about the picture, and you're like moving away from the picture. But anyway, that's kind of what I was saying. Like, it just seems very similar to what I was feeling. Like, it was disjointed. It seemed like Trump had a million other things going on, and this wasn't his top priority or whatever. But, congratulations to Farouk. And yeah, I mean, Hudah, it was 2 against 1. I don't think that the moment that it clicked for Trump was NFTs, and if it was, that's fucking weird.
You guys, okay? Any of you guys watching? What do you think? I the moment I bought it, I thought it was genuine, and because he was being honest about other stuff. Like to your point, Henry, he said it's more that his kids understood it deeply, right? He's like, they get it, they're smart, they're all about this shit. And he's like, I trust them.
He struck me as somebody who knew nothing about crypto. He struck me as somebody who, when he's asked about crypto, he pivoted to AI.
Right.
And then randomly talking about his, I got his point about it being a different language, and then going off on a, rant about his granddaughter learning, Mandarin or whatever. To me, it just was like, dude, if you can't articulate your points well, and I know Trump doesn't do that well anyway, but if you can't, but you know what, Awful? Honestly, bro, I talk to my dad about crypto all the time, and I think that he knows enough about crypto that if he was a dude, which he's not, but if he was, I think he knows enough about crypto to know that he shouldn't be talking about it. I barely know anything about it, so I'm not going to go on a crypto-focused Twitter Spaces where all I can do is look, in my opinion, kind of stupid.
Well, not only so, in my opinion, is they're only in crypto to extract as much money out of crypto as they possibly can, because that's where there's money. And they've been doing that pretty successfully, I would say, which congrats to them. But yeah, and even when I heard Junior talking and stuff like that, they just were using all weird buzzwords that I was like, that it didn't seem like all that in depth to me. He'd be like, yeah, we had this ledger and he was pulling it out at dinner time. And, and you know what I mean? I was like,
it cheapens it for me a bit. And maybe it's not. Maybe that's not.
It's the pretending to know about it and to care about it that annoys me, when it's clearly that they don't care about it. So just don't fucking front on the situation.
I think I felt it was more of a grift yesterday than I think we knew it was a grift. Yesterday felt like it's definitely a grift. It was almost like them sitting around laughing about it and stuff, and that it felt like a little party atmosphere, and them not giving any specifics. No specifics. 2 hours in, we're like, are they even going to talk about the thing? Are they even going to talk about world liberty and tell us what it is?
Oh, yeah.
And finally, 30 minutes to go is when they finally did, and all we got from it was the allocation and that it's non-transferable. You can't trade it.
Oh.
So, you know what? And that's it. And that you have to be accredited.
Real estate? Is that what it was?
Yeah, you know what? I wondered if he needed to be accredited. So, yes. Not made for degens.
Not made for degens. There's a couple things. I think I was trying to read between the lines. To me, I think there's a few things. I think it's going to be, a soul-bound something for governance. But they kept mentioning, or I thought they mentioned stable coins. I'm sure they're dropping a stable coin. I'm sure they are. I'd bet money they're doing that. And I think they mentioned real estate and people getting access to invest. I think it's going to be fractionalized real estate, RWAs. Again, the stable coin and the soulbound token for governance. But I think the soulbound token, you're probably going to be buying, and you can't trade it. It's just to govern the platform, which doesn't make sense.
Sounds so confusing.
It seems like if we want Trump, because Jade, I see what you're saying. It's yes, it's good, I think, for the president-elect to be talking about crypto, but how difficult would it be to get some of the best people in the space to come out with whether it's policies or a platform that's pro-crypto, talk about Bitcoin reserves, talk about what you want to do with regulation to make things better. He talked about the SEC and how they're going after people. He talked about all of that. And all he could say is it'll be way worse. And all these things that dropped after I became pro-crypto, which I don't think is true at all. Things didn't just drop because Trump was pro-crypto. The SEC is still active. They're still coming after people. It's if you want to do something that's good for crypto more than just talking about it, talk about, in a bigger picture, what type of things that you want to do as president to bolster crypto. Don't talk about your individual private crypto project? Because that to me just seems like it just feels like a grift versus like what's good for people.
Guys, does it not seem exactly like when we're talking about every NFT project that there is, when they're coming out with crypto dog, the next section? Like Trump dropped 4 NFTs, they sold out successfully. He's continually putting out new shit for people to buy. It's about buying the stuff, not kind of like making the scene better. It's every time we talk about NFT projects, like, oh, why is Bored Apes coming up with mutant whatevers, and then dog kennels, and like now it's Other Side, and now it's this, and now it's that. It's the extraction, and it's not the what's good for the scene sort of thing. It's not like, hey, I don't know much about crypto. I'm going to support it, though. I've had experiences with it. I don't know much about it. I'm going to make sure the America is going to be buying up whatever for reserves. We're going to be strong. I'm going to support this community because you've supported me up to this point. Like, that's the type of shit I was on. But it sounded like another NFT grift project. Not even a grift project. It sounded like another NFT project coming up with more and more things for people to buy because they bought the last thing until it just goes to zero at some point.
Well, imagine if Trump, take crypto out of it. Imagine Trump was running on a, let's say real estate was something that was really important to all of us, right? And that there was issues with real estate regulation in the United States. And that part of his platform was that he was pro real estate and he was going to affect change and he was going to make real estate great again. But that all he talked about was the new condominiums that he was building in Palm Beach. You'd be like, I don't care about your personal pet project at all.
He's selling. Yeah, what he's selling. Like
I don't care about your project. You're running to be president of the United States. I want to know about your policies. I don't care about what thing your family is behind that you're ultimately going to make money off of. And that to me is what feels so disingenuous about all of it. Is it just feels like, no, you're running for president. I don't care about what business operations you and your kids are making or creating while you're running for president. That feels... that part just feels really off to me. And if it was the other side doing this, I think we would I think we'd be pissed. If Harris was talking about she's pro crypto, but then she was promoting her own thing she's creating, we'd be like, wait. That's fucked.
Good. It's a really good point here. Okay. We're gonna get more crypto related whatever coming this weekend because I think that's Trump's gala dinner that Thread guy will be at. And obviously it stems from his NFT collection. So yeah, we'll be more to come. Stay tuned there.
Awful Eye. It was the point of it, and I'm just saying as a candidate that's trying to be taken seriously by more than just the crypto bros, but other people who might have casual interests in crypto. To me, yes, we knew that, but this is not the time to be promoting. We're less than 2 months from the election. I just don't think this is the time to promote your DeFi protocol.
Well, to be honest, I think he's sensing some shenanigans coming with his money in banks and stuff like that. Maybe he's hinted that he may flee the country if he loses the election. So he might be setting up to get some big old bags of crypto and get the fuck out of here. He could. Here's the breakdown, by the way, the token allocation. Before this space, it was leaked and it was incorrect that 70% was going to be held by the team, and that's wrong. It's 20%. By the way, I don't believe any of the numbers. I don't. So that is one of the few things we learned yesterday was the token breakdown here. So there's
the other thing I'm kind of nervous about with this whole situation is there's a lot of crypto bros that are possibly infused into that camp a little bit. We've got Thread Guy potentially getting dinners with them. We've got, like people that are friendly with the NFT project that they came out with. We've got Farouk getting interviews with the president. It all seems kind of like there's some hairs infusing into there. Seems a little bit weird to me. I don't know.
Is Trump going to be part of the cabal?
Yeah, or something. I don't know.
Yeah. All in all, just not impressed. To me, it feels like when I watch him in a debate and I'm just like, man, just put your policies out there. It feels like just that all over again. Like, dude, who is advising you? I mean, nobody, because he just does his own thing.
That's it. We'll be getting more of it too. I think that was probably the first of many, and they already invited Farouk to another conversation. So more of that to come. Yeah. We'll see. Anyway, let's look at crypto. We've got rate cuts coming tomorrow. Could be a big day. Could be a really big day. Raoul Powell asking, is this the start of the banana zone? Maybe. I mean, I know we're all hoping that. Bitcoin looking great, over 60K.
Was it over 61 earlier today?
It was, which is just awesome. This is a chart. Hang on, am I looking at the right? No, this is different than I was thinking, but there was a projection for global liquidity and money supply, and both of them over the next couple of months, the next 2.5 months, ramping up to all-time highs. It's exciting if that matters, and it historically does. We're looking at here, the amount of Bitcoin deposited to exchanges is at a multi-year low here. This is from Crypto Quant. Depositing addresses are also down at the lowest level since 2016. So not a lot of people moving money to exchanges to sell. A lot of hodling right now. Maybe a good sign? Maybe. I know we're all hoping. We're all hoping. Joe, I got a bit of an issue with you.
Ooh.
It's not with you, to be honest, but you're going to have to bear the brunt here.
Okay, go ahead.
All right. Echo alert.
Start having issues.
Also, Memetics, it's not crying to think that an opportunity. Well, I'll wait till this is done.
Yo, what's up? It's the Rizzler. And I'm going to show you how I do my bike tricks. This is probably the no-him. And last but not least, the 4-leaf clover. Now everyone come do the 4-leaf clover.
Sure. I'd love to hear what you have to say next.
You give him a boom? You give him a boom?
The Rizzler is I don't think he's now connected to the boomers, the Costco guys.
Yeah.
I like him enough, but
AJ and Big Justice.
Yeah, if I'm giving him booms, I'll give him like one boom.
All right. Well, here's the problem.
Oh God, he's 50.
Here's the problem. Echo alert.
We're here at New York's Hudson Yards.
And today, we're meeting Gary V. This is such a big moment for me. I've been following Gary V for over 10 years now, and I've learned so much.
Well, we're going to continue. Your best fucking friend, Joe, put these motherfuckers onto this. These guys only exist because of you and your fucked up friend.
Because of
me. Yes.
So much from Gary about confidence, about consistency. So I really want to go up there and say thank you and bring the boom.
Right now, ripping Gary's How's it going, man?
What's up, guys?
Nice to meet you.
Oh!
Okay. So this is the What's up?
Oh, Mr. Gary, it's so nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you, my brother. How are you?
This is such a pleasure. Thank you so much for having us here. Everything you said has made such an impact, and that's a big reason why we are where we are right now. The confidence, the consistency, just getting out there and bringing the boom. So, my man, thank you so much. Thank you so much.
3, 2, 1.
Boom!
Gary V gets a big
Boom!
Unfucking bearable. And it's your guy that put these motherfuckers onto it, that told them they should do this.
Yeah.
Do you want my take on this or no?
I do.
My take is that like it does seem anyone that goes into Gary V's like world, that's like an influencer type person tends to, that's like kind of the narrative. Like we wouldn't have gotten into it because unless it was you. Not saying that they didn't, maybe they did, but like I feel like that's just what they have to say, and that's the kind of angle that's spun. But you know, I don't fucking know. I don't care.
Gary is an inspiring guy, and honestly, what he says, and if it's simple stuff, consistency, don't stop, don't quit, go full throttle, don't give a fuck. It's great. It's great advice.
Did it seem as if Gary was like super into these guys?
No, in fact,
not at all.
No,
not at all.
He did not seem impressed. There was a moment. It was right around here when he did the boom shit.
Yeah.
He's like cringing.
Yeah. I mean,
By
it
the way-
literally looks like Gary went up there. I mean, they went up there to see Gary. Gary shook their hands, took a picture, did the boom, and was like done. You know what I mean? Like, so.
I wonder if he's got the NFTs. I wonder if he had one of those that gets you the meeting with Gary.
I know that's a good
Something.
question.
Yeah, I wonder. Did you recognize anybody in the?
Well,
shot?
Adam. Well, he's not there, but Adam Rips. Let me see. I think Tom might be there. Oh yeah, Corso is the guy with the hat behind the girl in the very corner.
That's Corso.
The community manager.
He's a good dude.
Yeah, which actually there was a couple times you guys had issues with Discord, and I got you in contact with him.
Yep. Corso, good guy.
Yeah.
Cool stuff. By the way, okay, Spaces, we got blazing up here. If anybody was listening before, I think I had certain channels like closed where you might not have heard anything for a period of time. So sorry, apologies. This thing is a pain in the ass to juggle to get the echo, non-echo shit. Anyway, Blazing, what's up? Chime in whenever.
Yo, Blazing, what's up?
What's good, boys? I just want to say what's good. How's everyone's day?
Good,
Yeah.
man.
Day's fucking great. It's great. It's great.
Blazing, were you here when the Titty Bitty Committee NFT was on? Did you listen to that whole situation?
No, I just got on. Not even 5-10 minutes ago.
I mean, this was like a couple of days ago. That's what I'm saying. This was a dude that came.
I don't think so.
All right, good. Okay, cool. All right, well, good story. Anyway,
They've not come back, by the way. They like, I thought we made a friend in that show, and thought we had something. Hadn't been back.
No.
Engagement formed. Got one follow off us. Was happy. It's pretty fucked.
Yeah.
What can you do? How's your day though, Blazing? What's good with you?
Shoot, I just got super stoned with some homies.
Nice.
I was just hanging, about to go home and charge my phone so I can kick it with you guys and chat with the news.
I was just gonna say we should get fucked up live right now, but you're way ahead of us.
Sir, I mean, if you're going to call to action a group get together of praising to the marijuana gods, I'm not going to say no.
Sounds great. Sounds fun.
Dude, tomorrow is Taproot Witches, right?
Yes, dude. Yes. Big man.
Finally, I have a white list. I'm ready.
Yeah, let's
Now,
go.
by the
Man.
way, Magic Eden has a tweet. You can go. You don't even have to retweet this thing. It's a follow Magic Eden, follow Taproot Witches. What is it? I think drop a comment or drop your wallet address. It's got to be the Magic Eden wallet address, but drop it in the comments. And I think they got a bunch of spots to give away. That mint is going to cook. I know Vrew, good buddy of the show, he thinks this thing's going to get to 0.01, 0.02, and I don't disagree. I think 0.01, yes. 0.02, I won't be shocked. 0.02, dude, I'm right.
Sell me your white list.
It's going to cook. It's
Okay, if it goes to 0.01, are you selling or are you holding?
selling. I need a win.
I'm selling. I'm in a sell zone. I am not. Okay. I've told some of the. I mean, and Henry, you kind of know too. I've told some of the guys in some of the chats that I'm in that I'm tired of screenshotting things and not taking profits, and that's kind of like what I do too often. Is like I'm new, but I'm not too new. So that's what I'm changing this cycle. Is I'm not screenshotting shit.
What do you mean screenshot?
Usually, like when you want to brag about like something that you've done or whatever, like, oh, I made a trade for, like, sometimes I made a trade, like last cycle I made a trade for like 150% profit in a Bitcoin swing, like, and instead of taking profits, I screenshotted it.
Oh, like showing the potential, but you don't lock it in.
Yeah,
gotcha.
I don't think I've ever really regretted anything that I sold. You know what I mean? Like once I've sold it, I've always been like, I'm good.
It's a great point. Yeah, only regret things I didn't sell.
Yeah,
yeah.
Like if I look at my ETH stack or whatever, I'm never like, oh, you know what I mean? Like, yeah, I say sell. The only issue with selling is you always want to sell at the top, but it's really hard to fucking do that. So it's like, just sell when you can. If you're gonna buy them, like, buy 3 of them or something like that.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of psychology that goes into, like, people holding or actually making money, and a lot of people don't make money and stuff like this realistically, like, and that's what I'm trying to change this cycle. I made a lot of non-selling decisions last year when I could have made some good money. So this year I'm just going to take the, instead of screenshotting 120%, I'm just going to take the 75% profit and call it a day.
Nice.
Doesn't need to be 10x, doesn't need to be 5x. It just needs to be like a 2 or 3x. Like I'll be cool with that. Like I can't be so greedy because I'm greedy when it comes to stuff like that. I could have made so much more money if I would have just sold. Like I minted. Do you remember like other deeds and stuff like that?
Oh, yeah.
Like I got 2 for free, and then the mint was like gas fee only was 2 point something ETH, and I was like, I'm not doing that. I was like, that's stupid. And sure enough, I got an offer for one of my lands for like 11 ETH. Like, why did I not sell that?
Dude. Oh, it hurts. So
Like,
many people, though.
you know what I'm
So
saying? Like, I got emails 9, 8, 9, 10, 11, and I'm like, it's going to a 50. Like, just
Easily, yeah.
no, with this nothing behind it besides my hopes and dreams, right? Like, and so I'm like, you know what? Like, and I've called a few things too. Like, I used to co-own a Bored Ape with one of my boys, and when ApeCoin came out, I think it hit like $24, and I literally screamed sell, and he's like,
God damn it.
bro, I literally called the top. I didn't have any of it. He had it all in his wallet, so he did what he wanted to do with it. But like, like I did call that. Not that I could have did anything about it, but I did call that day. And it happens. It happens. So that's why I'm just taking the profits as they come, and I'm not going to be upset with it.
Man, it's man, as long as you learn those lessons along the way. I hope we all did. It was a brutal cycle last time around. Brutal bear. It was shorter than I thought too, by the way, but I hope we all learned. I hope we're selling. I'm literally in that little spot right now. I'm like right now I'm debating with this token. I told you guys, I think 2 days ago, this token, what is it? Mudeng. If I say it right, Mudeng. It's pretty fucking decent. Up 2x, 3x, I think maybe 3x. Either way, up. Don't want to sell because I think it's going to cook. But I should probably sell. I should.
Yeah. Speaking of, you should be selling. This is exactly my advice to you: is that you should be selling this nonsense. Mudeng. Please.
Have you seen how cute the little dude is?
I don't care how. Look how cute I am.
I wouldn't sell you either, though.
It's me. I'm cute. Sell it.
You'd hold me, right? You'd hold me, Hudah. Look at this cute picture I got.
Where am I looking?
Don't hold Blazin. Sell Blazin.
Oh, that's my PFP.
Oh yeah. Oh,
PFP.
dude, I would hold that sweet baby. Dude, absolutely. Yeah. We gotta sell. Sell everything.
Here's my point. If you sell, you get your stack to a point where you can buy it back. You can buy whatever the fuck you want with whatever you got. You know what I mean? Like, build your stack. You can buy whatever you want at that point.
Yep. Dude, you're absolutely fucking right. D-Gods. Did we talk D-Gods yesterday? I think
we should have. We didn't.
We didn't talk D-Gods. All right. Hopefully Henry makes it back here, but D-Gods. Okay, this was a Sunday story. You guys know it at this point, but D-Gods went 404, fungible NFT. Man, I haven't pulled up the chart. I don't know how old this version of the chart is. This is from this morning.
24 hours or something, right?
Yeah. Man, I got to find the contract address. Anyway, I think it's doing what most people thought and dumped. Anybody know the market cap right now? I'd like, maybe I'll try finding it. But do you got what are your thoughts here, guys, on the move, but also like 404s in general? Do you like D-Gods going 404?
What does that even mean? That the D-Gods is a PFP, yes, that was on Sol, went back to ETH, and went to ETH, then went back to Sol. And what does it mean that they're going 404s? What does that look like to an idiot?
I think unless there's a platform that allows you to keep your current NFT, which I think maybe does, you basically you bring a fungible token into your ecosystem, and holding X number of the fungible token, for them it's 550,000, mints you an NFT. Okay. So there's going to be, the supply of D-Gods now grows. If you do not hold the correct balance, your NFT is burned. So it's this tug of war. Do you want the fungible token for access?
What about the original D-Gods that were purchased?
That's actually, this is good. I'm not exactly sure. As in, those are still them, and I don't know if you have to like convert it to like a new contract or something. I don't know if there's like a migration or a burn. I don't know how that's actually working out.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. That's the question I have. Is that like, are they are all the original and current NFTs transformed or whatever into 404s, or they're introducing 404s and there's a new mint, I guess you could say, or new purchase to get an NFT.
Yeah, the other ones are still good, but as in like they remain how they are, or if you still have to migrate them over, that's the part I'm not sure. But there are going to be more. The supply of the token I think is 10 billion. So that's the supply of the fungible token. That means there can be 18,000 DGods NFTs. So the collection is actually growing too. So your DGod's still all good, but also there's in theory 8,000 more.
So did that green dildo? Is that the news of the 404?
Yes,
is that what that is?
That was
and
initial sale, and yes,
yeah, and then everyone's like, "Oh yeah, it means nothing to nobody." Down we go. Is that kind of the situation?
That's it. I think that's it. People are like, okay, hang on, the token, I can buy some merch. That's it. Nothing else, dude.
I
you
mean,
know
I
what?
think a lot of people learn in this cycle. They're selling. You know.
Yeah. 60 million market cap as of this is again hours ago, but yeah. Dude, so thinking about like, okay, we got the fish club, or what was it called?
Oh, the Fly Fish Club, which they did actually have a statement that they released, but I didn't check it out. Let me check
X, you think?
What's that?
On their X, you think?
I think it's in their Discord.
Okay. Well, so as you're trying to find that, okay, Flyfish got me thinking about SEC, as did a couple other things that came from the SEC today. I'm going to pull those up maybe. But dude, it just got me thinking about, okay, they talked about the Flyfish team talking about people making profits on these things on secondary. Like that was a thing they got dinged for. And I'm just thinking, dude, Frank's just talking yesterday, like encouraging people on X to buy these things. Like he tweets way too specific about things related to the price. I don't see how DGods don't get in a world of trouble. At some point, I got to imagine they're going to be like under the microscope. And he said some things that I think are going to hurt them like a lot. And I've always said that about Pudgy Penguins and Lucas saying Pudgies are going to be worth 100 ETH. That's a line he crossed, and that is a definitive. That's not a Hudah line. That's a line that the SEC has said. I'm worried about some of those big projects there. But yeah, DGods popped in my head today, given they now have a security, right? The fungible token, and you can look at it as a fractionalized NFT. And then Frank pumping his shit, like, man, I like it, but I think they're going to get in trouble here.
Hey, also don't forget in America, if you make somehow by stealing $100 million, you might get fined about $10 million. So you'll still be okay.
That's a really good point. A really good point. You still end up way ahead. It's a great point, man. We'll see. Any luck, Joe?
No, because I'm not. You have to like on their Discord, you have to like verify yourself, and I think you need to be a holder or connect your wallet, and I just haven't connected it. So
okay, let me Google. Maybe they've got.
Yeah, I'm on their. I'm looking on Twitter to see if they released it on their Twitter or something like that. You know.
Yeah.
Although I wonder if they just fucking got rid of their
I like Hester Pierce's like dissenting opinion though. Like I liked it a lot.
I didn't listen.
Like the TLDR. It was like her saying again. It's people should have the freedom to do these creative things. Like it's a membership pass, and ultimately she said it's not when the customer. It's not up to the customer if it's a security or not. You know, with one customer deciding they're gonna. She gave art as an example. One customer, one art collector buying it to frame on their wall, and another customer deciding they want to flip it in a day. She's like, it's not up to the customer to dictate if this thing's a security or not. So I like that. I like that take. I don't know, man. It's gonna get ugly.
I don't know if I can find it. But $750,000 is the fine.
Yeah, shame.
What does that matter? Like they made way more than that. Like, shouldn't the fine be everything that they got plus a fine? Like, not. I mean, I don't want that. But it's just
Blazing's point.
Land of the free and home of the. No, wait.
It was Blazing's exact point though. They made almost 15 million bucks from the sale. I think I don't know if that even counts royalties. And they're paying less than $1 million.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, exactly. That and Hudah, in your world, that's what? How much percentage is that? Is that about 75%?
100%.
100%. So no, but I'm saying that like that's fucking. I'll take that all day. Okay, make 15 million, give back.
Tell you what, that math is math for me, boys.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, I mean, that's fucking count me in. You know what I mean? Like Jesus Christ.
Yeah, there's no downside.
It's basically giving you the math of like if you want to succeed here's what your punishment will be. Doesn't it seem worth it?
Basically, you just can't suck.
Yeah, exactly. Itty bitty titties or what 8 bitty bitties or whatever. You know what I mean?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Where's Henry? What is he doing?
Who knows, dude?
Jesus Christ. Okay. Let's see. Moving on, kind of. We can always come back to this, but I think we've got enough fly, fish, whatever. Oh, shit. Hang on. I just closed a tab I really wanted to show. Do you remember the guy at the Token for 2049, the influencer dude who won that award?
The good looking, like, cocoa buttered hard body with the gold chains and the glasses.
It's the one.
Yeah, I remember.
Has deleted his account. Deleted after getting all this shit and people pointing out how much of his how much of that shit was not real. He's gone. He's gone. But somebody messaged him. Somebody made got the comms.
There he is.
And we found out his rates. It's fake, and he also makes a lot of money doing this in theory. He charges $4,500 for a dedicated video. Let's see. As a first-time collab, we'll do it for $3,000. Okay. One video, one Telegram post, one Instagram post and story, and one Twitter retweet. $4,500. Okay, so they got all kinds of packages. $22,000 package, a $45,000 package. Jesus, that's 10 YouTube videos, 10 Telegram posts. Wait, I want to see what the most expensive package is here. Okay, hang on.
Marketing is one crazy thing. I know one of my buddies in the businesses that I'm in that does marketing for $20,000 for just one Telegram post.
I believe it, dude. I believe it. Some of these guys have really figured out something awesome.
Yeah.
Legal, I don't know, but awesome. Yeah, 10 full videos, $45,000. Oh, he sells it to him for 16 grand. But
you know what's gonna happen with Diddy?
What?
Diddy's gonna get fined like $750,000 for all of this, and then it's just gonna be gone. So it's exactly what it's like. Like the punishment is so worth it. You know what I mean? That they're like, okay, well,
they're not wrong. Hey, did I ever tell you the guy who has
that would be pretty crazy?
It would be, but
it would be, but you know, that's kind of what we've started getting used to. Okay, did I tell you, Joe? I probably did, but the guy who has that Diddy video footage, do you remember it came out that some guy had footage, like hours and hours of footage from the house, and it was being auctioned as an NFT.
No, I don't know if it's been auctioned.
No, you didn't. Okay.
Wait,
well,
that what? What?
Yeah, yes. Some dude has all this home footage of it, and I don't remember how he got it or what. Dude, yeah, he had messaged me. The guy with the video footage messaged me a few months back when that story was first popping off. And I don't remember who dropped the conversation. Probably me, because I didn't know what to go back with. I was wanting to see if I could get him on the show, but he was pretty anonymous. Right?
Hold on. I love that we constantly say that we're going to have all these people on the show. We've literally had 0 guests besides Blazin. Like, it's been Blazin the only one, which I love Blazin. But I'm just saying that we constantly are like, we were so close to having guests. It was crazy, but I did. It's never anybody. I mean, Jesus Christ.
Well, we don't want to break that streak at this point.
It's true.
Let's see if I can find that email even. Shit, where did he?
My favorite thing about,
doesn't matter.
My favorite thing about your stream last night of streaming the president was that people were getting mad at you for talking during it.
Yeah. It wasn't just one person too. It was like 2 or 3 people.
I would have been talking all over that fucking thing.
You fucking have to. I actually, because there's sometimes I'll watch people stream stuff too, and you know, things like that. I'm like, hang on a sec. Like, I'm like, did I do it wrong? Like, I don't mind people talking shit, but I just want to get better at stuff too. So I'm like, wait, do these guys not talk at all at any point? I'm like, no, they fucking plenty of times hold down the volume and they talk.
That other lady, Butterfield.
I didn't know where I heard from what, but who said what?
He's talking about Butterfield.
Butterfield. What was that? Somebody in the chat? Or is that Henry?
Yeah.
Got it. What's up, Butterfield?
Henry.
Hello.
On that button. Let's go. You back, Butterfield?
Button that button, Butterfield.
All right, where were we? This guy makes a lot of money. That was the point. Deleted his account. Bye-bye.
Now, Does he make a lot of money, or does he just say that he makes money?
I bet it works. Especially scammy people who come in. That's kind of. We should check his channel, see if we recognize any of the content he's done as far as like the projects.
Mm-hmm.
He's probably. I wouldn't be surprised if this guy's made 6 figures off that.
He's an award winner now, so I guess he can charge that.
That's right. 6 figures. I would bet he's made 6 figures off doing that, which it's not crazy, but also ain't bad. Ain't bad. Anyway, fuck that guy.
Yeah.
What else? Hey, the Doodles got something really fucking cool. I think we touched on this yesterday. It's cooler than I remember, though. They have a collab with
Rubik's Cube.
Yeah.
I haven't seen it.
Oh, it's so cool. You guys don't hear the audio, right? Like, remind me.
I heard a little bit.
You hear this?
No.
I can hear it.
You hear? Okay, Spaces can hear it. You guys can't. That's such a bummer. I'll kill the audio just cause. Anyway, Rubik's Cube.
If you could make it for them, though, that'd be better because I can't see what you're posting.
Yeah. Useless for you. Yeah, and the only way to do it's not good. Anyway, dude, look at this fucking gold and diamond. It's that maybe no gold, but diamond Rubik's Cube. Dude, I'm starting to see the vision of what Doodles are doing, and I think it's amazing. Amazing. Like, this is a 1/1 in their new packs, right? So they got these packs of cards for sale, the NFTs again, $5 a pack, or maybe it's even $2 or $3 a pack. And there is 1/1 Rubik's Cube. Pranksy was asking if he should sell one of his Doodles to buy 1,000 packs of these. Like, that is going to get this kind of fun again, more realistic prices, pretty cool ass prize in there. I like it. And they're going to do these packs every couple of weeks, it seems like. You know, they just did the Adidas one a month ago at the most. I don't think it was that long ago. So now the Rubik's one. I wonder what's next, but that's a kind of cool carrot at the end of the stick to dangle. So I think they figured out something kind of cool. Also,
I think low entry point stuff that isn't necessarily just a cash grab is good for stuff right now rather than these high ticket mint, because I don't even look at them if they're really high ticket right now. It's like my money would rather be better in my wallet as ETH or Bitcoin rather than minting some of this stuff right now. Besides Tapper, which is of course we're all minting that.
Besides that one, there's okay, I got to go back and find this data too, but I think somebody from the project, I don't know if it was Austin or the Julian guy or whatever, but they tweeted about the number of streams that their music video got, the one that dropped last week. And I think it was something like in, a few days, 2.5 million streams, something like that. 2.5 million streams made them like $1,000 on like Spotify and whatever streaming services. Like, it's not much. And now they can go back after that runs its course and they know how much they make from the streaming, of the video. They can go back and look at how much they actually made off passes. And they probably can then show the public how much more artists can make from doing it this way. Season pass, like supplemented or like had it all out with these pack drops and stuff. And you all of a sudden have a really interesting way for artists to make money. So it's new, but I think they might have actually figured this thing out. Just this little different way of doing music that we all thought might be there. And it's not necessarily turning the song into an NFT, turning everything around it into some kind of tokenized thing. Pretty cool.
Yeah, I don't know where that stacks up to like a normal music video drop, gating it. By the way, I think it is cool. I don't know whether that changes the fabric of music releases, but maybe it does.
Well, Henry, did you hear about the 404s for the gods?
No, I didn't know they were doing a 404.
What, dude?
You don't know about the goods?
I thought the whole thing was like you burn. Is that what it is? Is a 404? Like, okay, gotcha. Yeah. Okay, then yes, I did hear about that.
What do you think? Actually, before we get to thoughts, I just want to mention real quick the streaming numbers I was mentioning before. That was like Spotify, Apple, so it is real, like a real legit comparison. We made $1,200 on the streaming, and we made $100,000 on the season pass. I mean, they'll have some real numbers that we'll get to see soon, which is cool.
Yeah. But keep in mind, like, yes, they made that, but they paid for the content.
True. Yeah.
So like they didn't make any money on it. Like, you don't get Lil Wayne and Lil Yachty and all these people and the video itself. Like, they lost money. and that they knew that they were going to lose money, I'm sure, but no, it's not a moneymaker. It's
no, I'm sorry. Well, absolutely right. I wonder, this is more about the artist. Does the artist in theory, or does the artist potentially make more money this way because it brings in more? If they would have only made $1,200 on streaming and season pass brought in 100K, maybe they get a bigger slice. Well, and we see how it plays out. We'll see, but maybe this does attract more artists to Web3.
Yeah, the like the issue that I would see with it is that like the cost of it is so much more than like how often can Doodles do that if they're spending 7 figures on it and making 6. But maybe there is something there. Maybe there's something that can be tweaked. You need more people paying for access to it.
Yep.
Yeah.
Interesting. All right, then D Gods, what are your thoughts on all what happened, and how do you see it playing out?
It was a little bit weird. It felt like it was an easy way to drop like the Utes collection, right? Burn it for tokens.
Yeah.
I think what's that?
For Utes, it feels bad.
Yeah. For D Gods, it seems like okay that it's fractionalizing. That's all it is. It's no different than WGK. Take your Gen Kong, get 100 WGK for it. It's fractionalized, and you can put it back in and get another Kong out. So in itself, I think it's not like there's nothing unique about it. It's no different than floor protocol.
Little bits. It's mostly that. A couple other little like extra things. Their supply in theory is almost 2x now. Like in theory, at most there can now be like 18,000 D Gods. So they actually have watered down their collection.
Wait. I just want to make sure I understand that. How is there more D Gods than what they made?
I don't know if in this process you have to migrate to another contract, or if they've connected it to some application that like can convert you to a 404, right? But there's a 10,000 supply, 10 billion supply on the fungible token, and 550,000 D Gods tokens gets you the NFT. So if you just math it, it's now an 18,000 edition D Gods collection.
But is that taking into account the Utes and Dust?
Oh, that's a good point. That would mean, well, yes, okay, yeah, because in the entire supply at most is 10 billion. That's not what's out now. That is the total supply of the token is 10 billion.
Yeah, but I'm sure, call me crazy, the 10 billion's got to be the total amount of D Gods fractionalized in tokens, the total amounts of Utes that were burned for whatever their amount is, and the total amount of Dust conversion, right?
Yes. Yep. In theory, the D Gods collection could be an 18,000 edition collection. That is how many fungible tokens there are.
Oh, I gotcha. If everybody burned their Ute, if everybody burned their Dust, there wouldn't be enough supply to be able to cash in for your D God.
Yeah, or again, this conversion that they did, it actually is going to mint brand new, and it'll mint brand new D Gods. It's not just a pool that swaps in and out. The way 404s work is it re-rolls you a brand new NFT, like new traits.
Oh, so so in that theory, D Gods just interesting. Do you think they thought of that?
I think so.
They had to have. Yeah,
I would think so. And I like it. I mean, it keeps it fun. No, there's no rarity because you just keep re-rolling. Traits don't matter. You can roll if you want another trait.
There's
something cool about it. Also, I had mentioned, but when you were off air here, Frank still talks about like he recommends people buy D Gods and stuff. It's like he crosses these lines. We just saw the fly fishing fly, whatever the fuck that project, like the SEC going after these projects. There's no way they don't go after D Gods with now the fractionalized asset and talking about this stuff the way he does. There's no way they don't go after D Gods.
You know, they're not getting sound legal advice.
I was just reading the Fly Fish Club thing that they were saying that like I think they were saying like you can lease your NFT and get some reasonable expectation of profit from that or something like that.
Not good.
Maybe they were saying some dumb shit.
Not good.
But you know what? If you look at the amount of money they raised compared to the fine that they got, $750,000, like, you know, nobody cares.
Yeah.
I think literally, I feel like nobody cares.
Don't get too excited about this topic because we literally just talked about it for 10 minutes.
Oh yeah, sorry.
Yeah, no worries. Just saying.
Don't worry, Henry. We went over this and how the math is mathing.
Yeah.
And let
Fair.
us know.
Yeah.
Okay, moving on.
Yeah. We get it.
Yeah, okay, we can do bullish bearish. Are you bullish bearish on D gods?
Don't even, dude. I don't even. I'm gonna say bullish just so I'm not being a dick, even though I think it doesn't matter. What does their community think? I mean, I saw people pissed that like somebody traded in like a gold robot ute and got like $800 worth of soul, and they were like, "Oof."
Yep, dude. Utes holders got fucking decimated. It's crazy. It's pretty crazy. All right, let's do some bullish bearish. I got a couple good ones today. One of them, if you got a little sensitive tummy, you're not going to want to look at. Maybe it's not bad, but no, I'm not going to give a trigger warning ahead of time. So be aware. Hey, this is actually really fucking cool. Beeple, for the first time ever, has put one of his everydays, an animated everyday, in somebody's collection. So he has, out of his entire 5,000 plus Beeple everydays, 67 of them are everydays in motion. Really, really fucking cool. This one is now in the collection of Cosmo, fucking audio. Cosmo Medici. What's it? How do you say that? Medici? Stupid.
I think so.
No, I'm being dumb. But there they are. It was a private deal. Check. You can see OpenSea. You see the direct transfer from Beeple to him. So we don't know how much, but pretty fucking cool. Beeple's so fucking cool.
Isn't that a Snoop Dogg?
People always said it was his kid, or it was, but like, it's not. It's just some dude, right?
Or it's 4 people and they all share the account and Snoop's one of them. I think they confirmed it's a white guy because there's pictures of him with like his punk over his face. I think he has a zombie. Anyway.
Yep.
Is this it? Is this the NFT right here?
That was a collage of them. I'm trying to remember which one. Which one actually? This is the one I think that Cosmo. Yeah, it is. This is the one that Cosmo now owns. Fucking cool.
Marching.
Oh, it's even better with the audio too. God damn, it's awesome. Number 1.
Nice.
I wonder if he did a new numbering convention for the motion ones. It seems like it, but yeah, these are neat.
Bullish on that, dude.
Yeah, bullish.
Very bullish on people.
Okay. A lesson. Hang on. Do I want to do this one next? You want to get the gross one out of the way?
105 listeners. What is going? It's what percentage that is? It's like fucking 0.4% of Rug Radios.
I like the number. It's a fine number.
It's a great number.
It's a great number. Hang on, lost my place. Here we go. There's this dude in, I think it's Nashville.
Mm-hmm.
And I think this is actually like current. Like it's not some like old recycled post. This guy's missing like half his dome.
Oh, I saw this grossness.
He's like picking at it.
Yeah.
Henry, where are you?
I'm here.
This guy's picking at his empty fucking open exposed dome. It's pretty gross. I'm sorry, guys.
Yeah, no, we're with you, dude.
Fucking
Huh.
Right.
Not watching that.
Yeah, I'm very bearish on that guy.
Yeah, I'm bearish on the whole thing.
That's fucked up. Let's see. He apparently he left the hospital because he wanted to smoke. He was in the hospital. He just wanted to smoke, and they said no smoking here, so he left.
I understand that. I understand that desire. I used to be so
dead now.
Yeah, I used to be so gross when I was smoking. I'd pick up like the tiniest butts that were squished on the sidewalk and be like,
No.
ooh, that one's a big that's a big one, and I would like smoke the shit out of it.
No.
Oh, I was a filthy, disgusting addict.
Why wouldn't you just buy them?
Because I couldn't afford it at the time, and I was drunk probably, and I was like, ooh, yeah, that one's a good one.
That's brutal.
Oh yeah, I mean, come on.
Speaking of, I kind of get it. Like, I don't ever fiend for nicotine, but I love it. Like, and I know the difference. I've been addicted to things where I fiend for them. Like, I used to be hooked on pills, and I would go through drawers, and I'm looking fucking everywhere for pills. And I don't get that with nicotine. I just like it a lot. So I haven't vaped in 2-ish months at this point. I want to vape. I do. I just I miss it. I just love it. I love it. It is my favorite.
I'm proud of you, Hudah. I'm proud of you. Take a step away from that.
I love it.
Yeah, I can't do that. I quit smoking cigarettes because I knew it was just I was hacking, nauseous all the time. was disgusting. Then I was like, instead of just quitting outright, I started smoking a hookah. And then I started smoking the hookah about 6 times a day, which if you know, it takes about 45 minutes to smoke one of them. So I was just sitting there smoking a hookah all day long.
Hell yeah.
Just horrible. And then I quit that. And I started smoking cigars. And then I was like inhaling the cigar. And then I was doing e-cigarettes. And I was just like, just such an addict. I couldn't do pills because I would just be overdrive addict. You know what I mean? Can't do it.
Pills are the worst, best. Worst, though. Henry, there still?
Yep, I'm here.
Cool. All right. Our next bullish bearish. It's a lesson for peeing, sitting down versus standing up. Let me throw the audio on so we'll get an echo alert.
When we talked about this?
We did, and I think I'm going to switch to sitting down full time.
Oh, wow.
All right, echo.
Do you know how dirty it is for a man to pee standing up? During the 21-second release, guys usually aim for 4 spots. The back of the toilet is the most destructive option. The rebound splash can be up to 7,550 drops of urine. If you're facing the water in the middle of the toilet, that's 372 drops of urine. Simply put, even if you're the best shooter, you can't escape the splash of urine. When the urine flies 7.5 to 15 centimeters, the urine will collide with each other in midair, so it breaks into smaller drops, flying higher, farther, and wider. The maximum process can reach 91.4 centimeters, dropping onto the toothbrush, towel, tissue paper next to it, and 77% of guys will shake after peeing. The residual urine will also become everywhere. If they are not cleaned up in time, it will slowly form urine scale. It gives off a bad odor. Many men may think that peeing standing up is a sign of male honor, but in some countries, most of them pee sitting down. For example, German boys are taught from a young age that peeing while sitting is the real deal. And according to a study that there was no difference between boys peeing. There's no difference in the speed or time of peeing. So do you stand or sit? Feel free to discuss in the comments section.
Can we stop and talk about this for about a half an hour? Because I would love to just dive in. Like we should have started with this.
We could do half a minute. I'll just say I am pledging now to everyone. I'm now going to sit down.
I sit more than I stand.
Well, that's
my wife. My wife thinks it's. She makes fun of me, and this is exactly what I've said. I said you should be happy that I do. It's way cleaner. You don't have to clean up.
Do you guys use like 3 or 4 sheets of toilet paper to dab your little pussies when you're sitting down like that after you're done peeing, or no?
Yeah, sometimes I do have to actually wipe my dick off because it touches the water. But yeah,
awful.
Nice, Blazing.
Awful. Fuck.
No, just kidding. That's great that you guys sit down and pee. I just can't do it.
Why can't you do it?
It just seems
wait. You're telling me when you take a shit, you don't pee at the same time, so you stand up, pee. Okay, well, it's the same. It's the same thing.
Yeah, sort of.
When I was like 5 years old, I had an issue doing that because that's not how you're supposed to do it. My mom immediately told me this.
You know what happens when I pee sitting down? It's hard to evacuate all of it. So as I'm standing up to be done peeing, like a large stream comes out, and then I could like pee, like typically down into my clothing area.
You can shake off still. You can shake off. There's a move. There's a move where you can kind of like
I feel like it's like a water hose where it's bent like that, and then when you're standing up, it unbends and then more shoots out, and that's my point.
I mean, my dick's not bent when I'm sitting down, but dude, you might be way healthier than I am.
The tubes inside of your body is what I'm saying.
How do you sit?
Yeah. I wonder if he's sitting like straddling it backwards, and he's like,
yeah, I do a giant split with my legs extended outwards and elevated like a giant split. No, dude, I sit.
I figured you were more of like a sit at the toilet, like it's a table kind of thing.
Yes,
like basically backwards. Like you basically use the back, like the top part.
Oh,
of it,
I turn the feet around and like sit like that. Like I like to face the wall when I'm peeing. Is that what you're saying, Blazin? Like I just walk up to it and sit. Yeah. I mean that's cool.
Yeah,
no, I mean I love that.
Walk up to it and then sit right down. Is that how you do it? Maybe that's why you don't like it.
I love that I'm the asshole for peeing like 99% of the regular people in the world.
Like a savage.
While the 3 sitting down guys are trying to make themselves feel better about sitting down while peeing.
I feel like it's weird to even think that it's weird to sit down while you pee.
Hey,
But it is like
Did you not just watch the video of how dirty it is?
Yeah.
No, I get it, fellas. I get it. It's just, I mean, I think that if you got a wiener, right? It's there. You're doing like it's almost natural.
And you can make that choice. You can make that choice. That's
by the way, there is a issue I have standing up, and that's like when you go to shake. Maybe it's just my size. I don't know, but when you go to shake, like it is possible that you can get some drippage on your pants.
Some
Mike nailed it
on your leg. Some deflection on your leg too.
Mike nailed it here. You gotta get the residual by milking. You finish with the milk.
You ever use one of those icy, the ice pops?
I'm dead right now.
You know the shit at the very bottom, right? There's and then you can just kind of like wink.
Yep.
You could apply the same tactic if you want, but whatever.
Pee
however you want.
Don't you suck it out? Don't you suck that last bit out? You're like introducing like sucking the pee out of the thing, out of the pop. A popsicle you stick in your mouth and you suck. Is that not correct? And is that the example that you want to go with? I mean, it's fine.
Go Marilyn Manson.
Yeah, no, but I've even lost track of what I was saying. But like, you're adding exercise to your peeing. You're like squatting, and then you're getting. You know what I mean? Like, I don't want to add exercise to my peeing. I walk up, I pee, I'm done. Yes, it's disgusting.
You leave a mess, bro. You leave a mess. I know for a fact that you leave piss on your toilet and you just leave it for your wife to clean up.
No, my son
in your toilet because I gotta clean my shit. So
yeah,
that's why
fuck that.
My son. So now I know why there's that whole like, people saying like put the seat down. My son walks up to the thing and he will aim at the back of the toilet seat.
Yes.
Like it's a bullseye and then just fucking pee right through that thing. Yeah. It's just getting everywhere. At that point, it doesn't even matter what I do.
We're not playing basketball. We're not playing basketball here. We're not taking it off the fucking.
It's crazy what he's doing. And it does smell. And I'm like, and then I have a thing where you can like do the bidet where you shoot water up your butt.
Hell yeah.
Oh, nice, bro.
Thank you. And so, but you get to see the little drops on the little handle next to me because there's pee gets all over it, so you got to like wash it all the time. The weird thing is when you have when you have a kid and you're worried about sleep in the middle of the night when you're peeing, I try to aim it at not the water so it doesn't make a loud noise. So I'm like trying to aim it in the front. I wish the video addressed peeing in the front area because he's right.
Splash zone.
Try sitting down. There's basically no noise.
Yeah.
Oh,
dude, it's quiet. You can be stealth mode, bro.
By the way,
you are in stealth mode. You're like a fucking sniper in a nest.
It's just
okay. Does anybody know what a ninja poop is?
No.
Okay, when your significant other or somebody is taking a shower and you can go in there.
Oh yeah.
Drop and then flush or not flush, but basically leave like nothing happened.
Huh.
And then you just leave that kind of in there.
Well, you leave the poop unflushed in there?
Up to you, depending on who the person is.
Yeah. Dude, wild.
Yeah. That's
you guys are fucking savages.
Yeah, that crosses a lot of boundaries that I'm uncomfortable with.
But yeah, by the way, yeah, I would. I've got multiple bathrooms, so I wouldn't ninja poop. But
the upper deck is a totally different story, Eric. That's a classy move. Okay?
That's great. That's next level class right there.
That's reserved for your worst enemies or people you just genuinely don't care about, but it's a classy move. And I would argue that the idea of a ninja dump or whatever you called it,
sure.
I feel like an upper deck could be a form of a ninja.
An upper deck is like literally
I feel like it's in the same realm.
It's more evil, dude, because you can flush a ninja poop. You can't flush an upper decker, dude. Like you have to get your hands dirty in that thing. You've got to scoop it out and fish it out.
Yeah.
I don't even know what's
you causing problems for other people. It's the point. It's a disrespectful thing to do.
Too. You might not even know it happened to you.
Yeah.
For a while.
The gift that keeps giving in a way.
Yeah, it's everlasting. That's a good call. It's that because once you clean it, you don't know if there's residual poop up there, and then does it stay there, and what happens? And
have any of you guys actually upper deck something? Like, has anybody actually done that?
Never
and if you have, please log off and never come and watch our show ever again, you sick fucker.
The opportunity really never presented
And
itself.
you just don't ever invite them over to your house. That's for sure.
Right. Henry, what was that?
I just said, like, no, the opportunity, like the that's got to be perfect conditions. Somebody, because you have to be somewhere around somebody you pretty much hate, to really pull that off and feel okay about yourself.
You know,
and it's got to be like when you're leaving.
So if you've ever had a colonoscopy or anything like that, it's the worst experience you could ever have, because you have to poop in like a bowl and then like get a sample size of the poop out of the bowl, and poop just gets everywhere, dude.
What colonoscopy required you to do that? I've had one.
I'm gonna throw up, dude. I'm gonna throw up. I'm thinking about it.
They didn't make me fish through my shit.
Is that every colonoscopy place or just yours?
I think the doctor was fucking with you, bro. He's like, Joe, we need you to shit in a bowl and then pick out the corn.
Wait, I missed something. What did
Joe said at his colonoscopy? He's like, if you've ever had a colonoscopy, you have to shit in a bowl and then pick things out. And I'm like, no, your doctor was fucking with you.
No, so there was. I can't even handle this. So I had stomach issues. So I think initially they had to like get a sampling of whatever was going on in there to see what was up before it. And then, so I go into the doctor and they're like, okay, you can either take this home or you can just do it in the bathroom. But if you take it home, you've got to like send it or do this whole thing. So I was like, I'll just do it in the bathroom. So they send you like a half of like a plastic thing, like a bowl that you see at the doctor's office. And you're like hovering over it and you're pooping in it. And then you're like scooping out something with this little tiny metal spoon into a like a tube, and you can't perfectly get it into the tube. It's getting all the sides, it's getting all that. And then you're doing that, and then you're stuck with, a giant poop with 1 teaspoon of poop scooped out. And then you have to get rid of the poop, right? You're getting rid of the poop of this giant bowl, and you're in a doctor's bathroom. So you try to like scoop it out into the toilet. It's dropping, but it's just all in there. And then what do? You take it to the sink if you're a good person and you're not just throwing it away, and you're like washing it. And you're like washing poop everywhere. And eventually after that, you put it into a plastic bag and then you like throw it away. But it was the most traumatizing experience I've ever had in my life. And I cannot believe that the medical profession has not found a better, more appropriate way to test someone's poop.
I definitely feel like you were being fucked with, man.
Yeah, I think that your doctor doesn't like you.
And I would like to just apologize to everybody involved who made it through me talking about that, because I was disgusting myself at that point. So I just want to thank anyone that hasn't stopped watching the show and who was okay with that. So thank you for letting me talk about that. But that did happen, and I'm not happy about it. And I hope no one has to go through that experience, but it does happen in 2024. So I hope that you don't have to deal with what I've dealt with. And maybe my doctor hates me.
Thoughts and prayers, Joe.
Yeah, I gotta fly, boys. Sorry.
Yeah, let's get out of here.
I have a busy. No, I have to do an estimate.
Oh yeah,
true story.
Have a great night, guys. We'll see you tomorrow. We'll do that tomorrow. What do you think? We'll do it tomorrow, guys. Have a great night. Peace.
We're the non-fungible idiots, don't you know?
Leaving it on the poop.
Banging our heads to the rhythm of the code. We don't care about dollars or the shiny blade. We're just holding to zero. It's our everything. Round tripping positions, that's how we roll. We won't make $1, won't sell a thing. We're the zero holders, so that's what we say. Zero holders, all that's what we say. Zero holders, we're the kings of the sea. The run from your body is to live in the tree. We're all on the zero, it's our way to be. In the world of NFTs, we're wild and free.
Come on now,
I
Hudah.
fucked up the audio. Fuck.
Yeah.
I messed up the exit thing.
Yeah, and you fucked up the visual now too.
No.
You have us staring at a blank.
It's better. It's better.
Okay, got it. Now we just have to remember to do it.
Yeah, dude, there's fucking like 8 settings. Oh, it's so annoying. So annoying.
Yeah.
Whatever. We got it. Joe, hope you have a great night, buddy. An excellent night. Such a good night.
Yeah, dude. Thanks, bro. Sorry about the whole poop stuff. Yeah,
poop
the
thing.
ending stuff.
No, I dig it. I dig poop.
Yeah, it's just, I've had some, doctors. I'm not a big fan of the whole doctor.
Yeah. No, I'm with you. I don't blame you. Fuck them.
I've got some other interesting stories about. Oh, by the way, someone was talking. The other thing I had to do was I did IVF, which is kind of topical because it's like, in the news or whatever with all the Roe v. Wade stuff. But I think I've probably said this before on the show, but there are you have to give a sperm sample to these places, and so you can either do it at the hospital or at the place, the fertility center, or you can do it at home and bring it. But if you bring it from home, you put it you jack off into a little cup, and then you have to like put it next to your body as you drive it to wherever you're going to give it to them because it's got to stay warm. But the other weird thing is that, like, I've seen movies and TV shows. There is a room at these fertility centers where you can watch pornos. They have porno mags and porno computer like videos on a screen where you can just do that there. And you're like, close the door, and like the whole rest of the fertility trailer with like children and parents or potential parents are just walking around. There's nurses and everybody's walking around, and you're behind there watching porno. You can see like the feet walking underneath the little
No.
I took a picture. I took a picture of the room, just
super fucked, man.
It's crazy.
Nice.
It's kind of cool. Anyway, I'll let you go. We've been talking forever.
Yeah, I just saw, by the way, the Magic Eden Taproot Witches thing. I won a whitelist there. I'm fucking pumped, man.
Congrats, you two.
Thank you. Thank you, sir. Guys, check it. I guess they've dropped the list here, so check and whatever.
Damn, I never went and retweeted it or whatever.
All right, later, Blaze. Later, Hudah.
Yeah, peace, guys.
Peace.